How do you prune back raspberries, and what is the difference between summer and autumn fruiting? It can be easy to get confused when you plant your raspberries and you don't know how you need to prune them in your first year and what you need to do to make them really succeed. In today's video, we're going to explore the two different pruning techniques that you need for different types of raspberries, how you can identify which raspberry is on your plot and what you need to do to it, and I'll offer you tips on how you can get the best out of your raspberry harvest this year. Let's first look at the two different types of raspberry and why you might need to prune them differently. Summer fruiting raspberries will have two types of cane on the same patch. You'll have canes like this that have buds on that are very clearly going to fruit this year. And you'll have canes that have these little branches like this. These are the ones that you need to take out. When it comes to identifying the summer fruiting raspberry canes that need to come out this year, look for the ones that have branches coming out. They should feel quite hollow to the touch, and they should be a lot lighter than the other canes that look like they're about to bud this year. These are the ones that need to come out, and you leave the budding canes in because they'll be the ones that give you the fruit. If you haven't done so already, I'd love to have you along for my growing journey. Why not hit the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell to get my videos when they drop. Summer fruiting raspberries produce both fruiting canes and new canes in the same season. Your fruiting canes will be obvious because they'll have lots of flowers and fruit on, and you'll see some smaller canes coming up through the soil. These ones will be your crops for next year. What you need to be careful about when you're pruning your summer fruiting raspberries is that you don't get both canes in the same time. If you do this, you'll slow down your summer fruiting harvest and you'll end up with a harvest that's much later on than you wanted it. Autumn fruiting raspberries are much easier, but how can you identify autumn fruiting raspberries if you are taking on a new plot or you weren't really paying attention through the summer? Let's take a look at pruning autumn raspberries, and I'll offer you some tips for the mulch that you put down on your raspberries so you can maximise the amount of crops that you get in the year. Autumn fruiting tend to be a little bit smaller and they'll have all their trusses still on the tops. They only have one season to grow as opposed to the two that the summer fruiting raspberries have, so you should see all of the fruiting stems at the top of the plant. With autumn fruiting raspberries, all you need to do is chop them all down to about 2 inches above the soil, and you mulch that down and you wait until the sort of August, September time, and you'll get beautiful crops coming through. Let's recap on the different types of raspberry pruning and how you can get the most out of your raspberries this year. You need to be more careful about your summer fruiting raspberries, and you identify this by looking for the canes that feel really hollow when you wobble them. You take these ones out and you leave the fresh ones that look like they're about to bud, and you'll get amazing harvests of summer fruiting raspberries when you mulch down with really good compost. Autumn fruiting raspberries should be thinner, really flimsy. You shouldn't see any canes that are starting to fruit or flower or bud. And if you do, and you know that that's an autumn fruiting raspberry patch, then prune them back anyway. It's a good idea to do this to help the plants grow really thick, vigorous growth in the summer. In both cases, mulch them with lots of compost, get as much manure as you can, and give them some wood chip, because wood chip's really good for perennials. It'll help to retain that water and that moisture, and it will give you a lot less stress in the summer. Following these tips, you'll have a wonderful season with your raspberries this year, and you'll have lots of gluts just like me. If you enjoyed today's video, I'd love it if you could hit the like button down below just to help this video go out to more people who might be looking for tips on how they can prune their raspberries back. Thank you so much for watching today's video on pruning raspberries. I hope you have a really good idea now of how you can deal with the different types of raspberry that you might have on your allotment and how you can help them to thrive this year. If you'd like to check out any more of my videos, you can find them over here. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!